It's your guess, and it's a quintessential he said, she said case, which means there's evidence, credible evidence, but conflicting evidence. But for that.
We now have a start date for former BYU wide receiver Parker Kingston's rape trial. It is set now for May 26th through the 29th.
Kingston wrapped up his pretrial hearing today in St. George. Samantha Hoffman was there. And Samantha, what happened during today's hearing?
It was a full courtroom and it lasted about 3 hours. A lot of Kingston's family was there. The defense played a video from the alleged victim and presented conflicting evidence, fighting for there to not be enough probable cause. The lead investigator of the case also took the stand and was cross-examined. The prosecution brought lead detective Cody Layton to the stand. He testified the alleged victim went to St. George Regional Hospital 4 days after the incident for a rape kit. Attorneys highlighted several text exchanges. First between Kingston and a friend, allegedly saying he didn't know if he'd crack her, later saying, quote, "just cracked her, bruh." Then between Kingston and the alleged victim, with Kingston having supposed, quote, apologetic texts, including, quote, "I shouldn't have gone over there in the first place. I regret doing it too." And, quote, "You told me before, and then you said yes, or else I never would have done that."
It doesn't mean you're going to go rape someone or have sex with them without their consent. That's a huge leap to think that's what those conversations meant.
In cross-examination, the defense noted that the detective never asked the roommate about the alleged victim's demeanor, though she was with her after the incident. The detective also failed to interview a member of law enforcement in his department who the alleged victim first spoke with. The defense brought up inconsistencies between what the alleged victim shared with a nurse versus in her forensic interview, and believes she changed her narrative following the release of an article on BYU quarterback Jake Retzloff's alleged rape, which was released the same day she allegedly reopened the case to pursue charges.
Suddenly, that is now this alleged victim's story after seeing that. I think that is very problematic.
The alleged victim said in her forensic interview she's been, quote, messed up and experienced guilt and confusion. She says Kingston held her legs open while she said no in 4 to 5 ways. But the defense presented a witness statement claiming the alleged victim bragged about having sex with a BYU football player.
We have not presented our case. We presented enough evidence for probable cause. There are answers to so much of what has been presented here from the defense.
Ultimately, Judge Windward felt the conflicting evidence was the very reason to need a trial. Kingston faces a maximum penalty of 5 years to life in prison. Live in St. George, Samantha Hoffman, KUTV 2 News.
Samantha, thank you. We have been following this story since February 11th of this year, and that's when the charges were filed. Prosecutors in Washington County charged Parker Kingston with felony rape. Now, that alleged assault happened more than a year ago, February 23rd of 2025. The 20-year-old victim at the time reporting it to police 4 days after the attack. Despite this, Kingston played the entire season for the football team at BYU. He was kicked off the football team and removed from the school on February 13th of 2026, almost a year after this alleged rape. It is the same day Kingston was granted bail during his first court appearance.